Welcome everyone to today's core class. My name is Jules and I'm subbing for Nico today. And yeah, let's just get started in an easy sitting position. Take a moment to just embrace the space you're in. Really feel your breath expanding all the way from the sacrum to the head. Maybe exhale through the mouth to release any tension. Do you want to invite Ujjayi breathing already into the practice to warm your body from inside out by gently restricting the back of the throat. And then bring the hands together in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Let's start practice by chanting one Om together. Exhale all the air out. Inhale to begin. Invite your personal intention into this space. And exhale, release your hands back to the knees, open your eyes. Let's do some sitting cat-cow. So exhale, pull the belly into the spine, round. Inhale, arch forward, reach your chest up. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach forward with your chest. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, bring your arms over the side, elongate your spine. Exhale, twist over the right side. Keep the spine really nice and long as you inhale from the sacrum to the crown of the head. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, twist to the other side. Pull the shoulders down. Very nice. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, just walk your hands forward, forehead to the mat. Let the shoulders be nice and loose. Inhale, come back up to sitting. Roll over your knees and come into a tabletop position. Find your shoulders over your wrists, belly hugs in. Come onto the tops of the feet, the toes, and lift your knees up. Let's do some cat-cow movements here. Inhale, reach your chest forward, drop your lower belly. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, reach forward with your chest. Exhale, pull the belly button to the spine. Last one, inhale here. And exhale. Find a neutral spine, but keep the knees lifted. Lift the left leg back. And maybe come onto the right fingertips or lift the right arm completely forward. Where is your engagement here? Exhale, release. Other side. Lift first the leg. Find the length in your spine. Shift the weight onto the right hand. Maybe left fingertips. Maybe left arm forward fully. If you wobble a little bit from side to side, just embrace it. Play with it. Exhale, release. Shift yourself back into downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Bend the knees, push the nose to the knees, round, floating. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. 2 more times like this. Inhale, forward to plank. Bring the nose to the knees, round like a cat. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Last one, inhale forward to plank. Exhale, into a ball. And find your downward facing dog. Let's stay for 3 deep breaths here. Do you need exhales out of the mouth to release any tension, any expectations? Just be in your body right here and now. The next inhale, walk forward to the front of the mat, halfway lift out Uttanasana. And exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up to standing Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's start with some sun salutations, Dharma Yoga style. Inhale, arms up and back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, step the right leg back, low lunge, reach your chest forward. Exhale, plank. Knees, chest and chin, Ashtanga Namaskara. Inhale, cobra, lift from your back. Exhale, shift back into downward facing dog. Right leg lifts into the sky. Exhale, step it forward, low lunge. Left foot meets the right, forward fold. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, Tadasana. Left side, inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the left leg, step it back, low lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, plank, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, 3-legged down dog. Step it forward, reach with your chest, inhale. Exhale, right foot meets the left, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up to standing, Uttanasana, reach up and back. Exhale, Tadasana. One more time, inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, step back with the right, low lunge. Both feet meet, plank, this time Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up into the sky. Step it forward, low lunge. Both feet meet, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up and back. Exhale, Tadasana. Left side. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, bow forward. Left leg lifts, step it back, low lunge. And both feet meet, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, 3-legged down dog. Step it forward, lower your hips. And both feet meet in your forward fold. Inhale, all the way up to standing. And exhale, Tadasana, catch your breath for a moment here. Close your eyes, come back to your intention. Take your arms alongside of your ears, sit back into your chair. How can you pull the belly into the spine and really flatten out the back? And release it and bring the arms even more back and arch. 2 more. Inhale, pull the belly into the spine and open. Round and open. Stay in a neutral position that feels comfortable in your chair. Shift your weight onto the right leg, left foot lifts. And then step it back into a high lunge. This time, let the hips sink down. Make sure your right knee is on top of your right ankle. Pull the elbows close to the chest, open your heart. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands down, step it back into plank. Hold plank for a moment here. See that your shoulders are in one line with your hips and your heels. See if you can lift the right leg up. See if you can shift onto the right side, maybe lift the left fingertips. Maybe walk it a little forward, or maybe hold the left arm up. Come back into your plank. Let's try the other side. Left leg lifts. Stay here or lift onto the right fingertips, or lift the right arm up. Find your core to keep the line. Exhale, both hands down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it out. Inhale, step or jump to the front of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, find your chair, Utkatasana. Arrive in your chair. Let's do the exercise we did one more time. Inhale, puff your chest forward, reach back with your arms. Exhale, round, pull the belly into the spine, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, pull. Last one. And then find your chair, shift your weight onto the left leg, stay long. Reach back with your right leg, find your high lunge. Very nice. In your high lunge, pull the elbows close to the chest, open the heart. Inhale, both arms lift, high lunge. Exhale, hands down. From your plank, come onto your forearms here. Your shoulders are in one line with your elbows. Bring the right knee to the right elbow. Hold. Step it back, other side. Inhale. Lift the left knee to the left elbow. Push out of the shoulders, engage the core. Exhale. One more time each side. Inhale, pull it close. Maybe straighten the right leg. Exhale, step it back. Other side, left knee close. Maybe extend the left leg. And then pull it back, forearm plank. Walk yourself back into your high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. Let your body learn the new movements that you might feel. Give it a little pause in between where you can integrate that. Inhale, step or jump forward to the front of the mat, halfway lift, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, come back into your chair, Utkatasana. Arms lift, find a neutral chair position. Inhale, one leg Tadasana, right leg lifts into your chest, only from your core. Really pull the knee as close as you can. Exhale, straighten it out to the front. Inhale, rebend. And exhale, straighten. Fly it all the way back into Warrior 3. Arms alongside of the body. Keep the balance here. Hands down, right leg lift. Standing split. Reach up with your right leg. Exhale, maybe without the hands, step back into your high lunge. Arms up. Open to the side, Warrior 2. Both arms alongside of your ears. Keep the reach. Lean forward like an extended side angle, but keep the 90 degrees in the left side. Very nice. Inhale, come up. Straighten the left leg. Same thing here. Keep reaching. Find the side obliques as you reach forward. How low can you go without twisting the hips? Push into the feet. Inhale, come back up. Rebend the left leg. Warrior 2. Bring the right arm behind to either the inside of the left leg and reach back for opening the side that we just strengthened. Inhale, Warrior 2. Find a moment here. Both arms down. Move through your vinyasa. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. One deep breath here. Release with your exhale. Step or jump to the front of the mat, halfway left. Exhale, bow forward, fold Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms alongside of the ears. Exhale, step back into your chair, neutral chair. Shift the weight onto the right side. Come up to one leg, Tadasana, left knee hugs in, pull the belly in. Straighten it out, keep it on the same line. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, straighten, keep the lift. As you swing it all the way back into your warrior three. Arms alongside of the body. Hands down. Left leg lifts. As high as you can, standing split. Exhale, try to do it without the hands. Just step back into your high lunge. Open to the side, warrior two. Find your alignment first before we move on. Inhale, arms up. Reach up and then forward. See how much you can lean forward without losing the stability of the pose. If you feel like collapsing, that's not the aim of this pose. Inhale, reach up, right leg straighten. Same idea here. Reach up, lengthen this right side body before you lean. Belly engaged. Are you in one straight line? Inhale, arms up and back, sink back into warrior two. Left arm just behind the back or to the inside of the right leg. And then reverse your warrior. I love this pose because you can give yourself a self-adjustment by pushing into the hands. Inhale, find your warrior two. Exhale, window it down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Two more deep breaths here. Inhale, shift forward into plank. Make sure that your right hand is directly underneath the shoulder. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot, side plank. In your side plank, shift or take the lower foot away and try to lift the right knee into the chest. Nothing else collapses. You just want to lift the right knee into the chest. So you're on your top leg. Exhale, step it back into high plank. Same thing on the other side. Left hand, wrist, elbow aligned. Push up. Then you shift to the outside foot. I'm not sinking in my hips. Push it up, pull the left knee in. Feel the core engagement. You can lift the right arm up or on the hips. Exhale, release. Find your plank. Shift forward and backward a couple times. And then find the place where your shoulders are in one line with your hips. Let's go with the right knee to the left. Elbow and other way around. Nothing in your shoulders moves. Just the legs pulling actively. And do it so slow that you actually feel which muscle has to prevent you from going over and moving your foundation, and feel the position in the core. And then shift back into downward facing dog. Wiggle it up. Release the head and neck. Let the shoulders open again. And then come back to the front of the mat, halfway lift. Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, bow forward, full Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up to standing Uttanasana. Exhale, Tadasana. One more time, sit back into your chair. This time come onto your toes so you lift the heels up. How low can you go? Maybe you can sit all the way onto the heels. And go back a little bit. Can you shift your weight onto the left foot here as well? And maybe lift the right foot all the way to the front. If you tried one side, try the other one. Shift the weight onto the right foot. Come onto your tippy toes, make your way
forward slowly. Extend the left leg. Very nice. Bring it back in. Press yourself all the way back up to standing forward fold. Walk the hands back and try to connect your belly to the thighs. If you want more, you can also lift here onto the heels. Exhale, release. Halfway lift. Plant your hands down, bring the knees into the back of the triceps. Engage your core before you lean forward in your crow. Can you lean your feet? Or can you connect your toes, pull the belly in? Exhale, release. Try that one more time. Find your hands shoulder width. Knees pull up as high as you can. Lean forward, lift the feet. And exhale back. Inhale, find back into your chair, Utkatasana. Pull the belly in. Inhale, one leg Tadasana, right knee into your chest. Straighten the leg out to the front. Keep it up. Pull it a little higher. Exhale, swing it through to your warrior three. Both hands plant on the mat, right leg lifts a little higher. Pull the right knee into the chest. Come onto your fingertips so you have a little bit more space. Try to bring the right leg to the front for an assisted pistol squat. Push into the hands, lift it back up. Try it one more time. Right knee into your chest. The closer you get the knee with your core, the more space you have to bring the leg to the front. Same way up. Try it back to your standing split. And then step back into high lunge. In your high lunge this time, keep the arms where they are, lean forward, push into the hands, belly to the thigh. Inhale in one motion, open to warrior two. Sink deep in your left leg, heel over the ankle, knee over the ankle. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach forward one more time, side obliques. Inhale, come back up. Straighten the left leg. Both arms up, reach forward. One more time. Inhale, come back up, rebend the left leg. Right arm behind, left arm, reverse warrior. Inhale, find your warrior two, sink into the pose. Exhale, windle it down. Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a moment here. And then let's do 3 jumps to the front. Look in between your hands. Try to jump your feet behind and just stop it back. Just 3 times. Try to make the landing really soft. And then we find ourselves in the front of the mat in Utkatasana. Lift up your arms. Shift to one leg, Tadasana, left knee in. Left leg into straight. Keep it up as high as you can. Push into the right leg to keep the lift, the belly shortens. Exhale, swing it all the way back. Warrior two, warrior three. Exhale, bring the hands down, left leg lifts a little higher. Pull the knee into the chest, come onto the fingertips. And swing it through. Keep the leg lifted. Inhale, shift it back up, standing split. Pull the knee in, try it one more time. And then find back to your standing split. Maybe without the hands. Land in your high lunge. Take a moment here, arms alongside of your ears. Shift forward, connect the belly to the thighs. Stay deep in your right leg. In one motion, windle it open to warrior two. Arms up. Exhale, reach forward, keep the length in the right side body. Inhale up, straighten your right leg. Find extension before you lean. Inhale, come back up, exhale, sink into warrior two. Left arm behind, right palm flips open. Exhale, reverse the side that we just worked on, open it again. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill it down. Chaturanga, Dandasana, upward facing dog. And exhale, find back into your downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. If you need a child's pose, feel always free to take the rest or a sip of water. And step your feet a little closer. Your hands are shoulder width apart again. And then you sit low in kind of a squat. But then you just want to clap your feet 5 times. You can jump up and down. Make the landing really soft. You have neighbors. They might be happy if you land soft. And then let's stay in our yogi squat. Malasana, hands in front of the heart, elbows inside of the knees, close your eyes. Feel your breath, maybe you feel some sweat. Embrace this practice as it is. Exhale, bring the hands down, bring the knees down, find a tabletop position. Let's take the right hand down and try to touch the left hand to the left knee and open it slightly. Try to keep the balance here. Exhale, release. Try the same thing on the other side. Left hand down, left knee down. Take the heel, maybe open the knee to the side. You try not to be so much in a back bend variation. And exhale, because we're going to try the same thing in a plank pose. In a side plank, you find yourself in a plank, shift onto side plank, and try to catch the foot from the outside. And try to just be here, push out of your right hand. Exhale, release, other side. Just give it a try. I actually find it much easier to do it in side plank than with the knee down. And exhale, release. Come down onto your forearms. Let's do the same thing that we did in a plank, crossing the right knee to the left elbow and the other side. Try to go slow, so you're not bringing your shoulders so much forward. You're trying to keep it close. And this is much harder in a forearm plank than in the plank position. 3 more times each side. Keep going. Very nice. Bring the hips down. Give yourself a counter stretch. Pull the elbows in, shoulders pulled back, Sphinx pose. 3 deep breaths in the front side of your body. Very nice. Shift yourself back into a child's pose. Glutes to the heels. What can you let go of? How can this practice teach you to be free of expectations and more in flow with life, your body, this present moment? Inhale, come back up And shift yourself back into a downward facing dog. You're gonna do one more exercise here. So maybe watch first. You wanna shift onto your toes and try to bring the right toes as close to the front as possible. And try the other side. Come onto the toes, hike the hips up, try to touch and bring it back down. Let's try to do that 5 times on each side. It doesn't matter how far you can go forward. You try to avoid coming over your wrists, so really hollow your body, pull the leg in. If you're just about here, that's completely fine. But this one is a really good exercise to work on the compression that we need for a lot of poses in yoga. Move with your breath. Inhale, hikes the leg up. Exhale, push it to the front. One more time each side. Very nice. Bring the hips down. Walk your hands forward, Anahata stretch. Hips stay on top of the knees. Melt your heart and chest down to the mat. Allow the shoulders to open, that just worked so much. Inhale, come back up and come sitting on your knees. Make sure your knees are hip width apart. You can measure the distance with 2 fists. And we want to work on the front body in a back bend position. So take your hands in front of your heart and you only go as far back as you can support that with your front muscles. So you want to keep the hips on top of the knees and reach back. Maybe that's enough. Maybe you have enough space to go a little lower, but you really want to, as you do that movement, you need to have a lot of engagement in the front side of your body. So if you just want to stay here and keep working on pushing your chest up, that's fine. If you have the strength, you can try to go lower, but you want to be able to come back up without using the hands. Just 2 or 3 times, maybe you can touch the head all the way down. And then exhale, release, sit back down onto your heels, close your eyes for a moment. And this practice is a space to experience how we are in that moment and maybe what we need to work on. Place your hands down, shift yourself back into downward facing dog. Shake your head out, maybe do some cat-cow movement in your downward facing dog, or shift your hips from side to side to release the back. And then walk yourself back to the front of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing Uttanasana. Exhale, Tadasana. We try one more time to lift the right leg into our chest. Actively pull the leg in. Try to go on your left toes. See if you can sink all the way down with the right leg straight. If you need to take the arms, that's also completely fine. Take the hands in front of your knee and push, hike the hip up. Find your standing split. Exhale, release, just enjoy a forward fold. Inhale, come back up to standing. Let's try the other side. Left knee into your chest, belly in. Come onto the right toes. It's a little easier for the ankle flexibility. Left leg forward. Can you sink all the way down? And then hands down. Hike the left hip up. And find your standing split. Very nice. Exhale, both feet down. Open them hip width apart. Bend one leg at a time. Let your upper body become really loose. Hands to the front, shoulder width apart. Bring the knees as high as you can. Bend the arms. Shift the weight forward. Maybe that's enough. Maybe you can pick up the legs one at a time, both at the same time. Find your crow. Find the core in this pose. Bring the feet down. Sit back into Navasana. And then we want to make that in a little dynamic movement. Shift forward, maybe cross the legs. Find your crow. Exhale back into Navasana. Find Navasana for a moment here. Inhale, roll forward. Place the hands down, find your crow. One more time, give it a try. That's a lot of core, rolling forward over your legs, pulling the knees in, shifting the weight. And then we're gonna land in our Navasana pose. From here, bring the legs into straight if you can. And lower halfway down. Keep looking towards your toes, your shoulders are lifted. Inhale, hug the knees in into a ball, as close as you can get. Exhale, open. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale. 5 more like this. Move with your breath. Close. Can you get your knees to your chest? Last one, hold it out. Shoulders lifted, toes lifted. Exhale, come onto your back. Both arms in one straight line and one line with your shoulders. Exhale, try to push the knees to the upper arms. Exhale, tap the toes to the floor. Inhale, knees to the upper arms. Exhale, tap the toes. Go between this movement and see how close you can get the knees in this active tuck compression here. Exhale, pulls you together. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Bring the legs all the way into the sky. Take a steeple grip, interlace the hands, and try to touch the outside of the right ankle for just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's change to the other side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Bring the hands alongside of your body. Lower the right leg almost to the floor. Keep it there. Try to make sure the lower back is on the mat. Hold it there. And then switch. Left leg to the front, almost to the floor. Right leg 90 degrees. Try not to push with your hands. Try to only feel it in the core. Very nice. Both legs up. Hands next to your body. Try to lift your hips for 10 times. I do need to use my hands a little bit. Eventually you want to get so strong in your lower belly that you don't need to. Also, if you need a micro bend in the knees, that's fine. And it's not like a big swing and lift like this. It's just up. It's like a tiny movement. Just the hips up and down. Very nice. 3, 2, 1. Release, hug the knees in. Give yourself some circles, right to left. Massage the lower back. And then place the feet down so close that you can touch the hands to the heels. Lift the hips up. Exhale, push the back into the mat. Really engage your core. Inhale, lift the hips up, open. Exhale, push the back into the mat. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push it down. Inhale. And exhale. Find a neutral spine. Shift the weight onto the left leg, right leg lifts. Let's do some pulses here from the lower belly and the back of the thigh. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it here. Try to lower the leg in one line with the left knee. Hold it up, hips in one line. For 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's switch to the other side. Right leg is your foundation. Lift the left leg up. And pulse it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it up. Keep the hips lifted. As I lower my leg, nothing changes. Keep pushing into the toe. For 3, 2, 1. Release. All the way down into the mat. Take the outside edges of the feet for a quick happy baby. You can roll from right to left or just hold the pose steady. Connect the soles of the feet. Let the feet come down in the Supta Baddha Konasana shape. Lift your head and shoulders and imagine you pull a rope from right to left. Side obliques. Keep pulling. Keep the shoulders lifted. Come a little higher than you think. The head is looking up, not forward, to keep the length in the neck. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the lift. Keep it up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Enjoy a moment to just laying on your mat. Maybe hands on your belly. To feel the strength you created here. And activating our core is really stimulating for our strength. And if we find our core in each position that we are in, we find much more stability in our whole body in the pose. Take the knees together, roll forward and back along your back to massage it out. And then come back into your plank. Roll over your feet. Let's try to go one more time into side plank. Roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Push out of the hips. Keep the left hand in the hips. And just lower the hips down and push it up. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll onto the other side. Left hand is your foundation. Come onto the outer edge of the left foot. Right hand onto your hips. Let the hips sink and push it back up. Side obliques on the left side. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Roll back over into your plank. Shift back into downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, take the right leg up into the sky. Exhale to the outside of the right hand for lizard pose. Just shift forward and backward a couple times until you find a good place where you can bring your knee down. Keep reaching with your chest forward. Maybe take the hand to the outside of the foot to keep the knee in your center line. And then bring the hand back inside and open the knee to the outer edge of the foot. Let the hips sink, outer glutes, get a stretch. Very nice. Inhale, come back up. Come sitting back up. Find your knee in one line with your hip. You can stay here, or you can try to catch the left hand, the left foot with your left hand, or you can try to catch with both hands and stay up. This position is a lot of balancing, so can you find your core here to keep the stability? If I sink so much forward or arch, I actually can't hold it. Exhale, release. Stay low in your Kapiasana. Take the arms up alongside of your ears and then push into the right leg. Reach back. Where is the stability here? Inhale, reach forward. Try it one more time. Exhale, push into the leg. Keep the arms up. How far can you extend your right leg? Exhale, release. Bring the hands down. Walk your foot to the left side to find your pigeon on the right. Sit up right first. Maybe wiggle your hips a little bit from side to side until you feel the point where you can really sink into, and then you can lower either onto your forearms or all the way down onto the floor for sleeping pigeon. Inhale, lift back up to sitting. Just roll onto the outer edge of your right foot, of your right glute. Left hand on the inside of your left leg. Right arm reaches up, side stretch. Push into the left leg, open the right side body. Exhale, release, roll back to the front. Lift your right leg up. Make some circles here. And then release the right leg down. Other side, left leg lifts, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step the left foot outside of your left hand, sink the right, let's keep the right leg lifted and just move forward and backward a little bit until you find that point where you comfortably let your right knee rest on the mat. Maybe take the left hand to the outside of the knee to really hug the knee under your armpit. Keep it in your center line and bring the stretch only in the right hip flexor. Reach forward with your chest, pull the chest forward. Very nice. And then bring the left hand back in and open the knee to the side and really come onto the outer edge of the foot. But here also the chest wants to be nice and open. Inhale, bring it back in. Find a good alignment here. So your knee is on top of your left ankle. Bend the back leg. Maybe you can just catch with the right foot. If you need the stability with your left hand, stay here. Otherwise, take your left hand, pull the heel towards the glute for the quad stretch. You can also do that with a wall. If you have problems to do it free in the room. Exhale, release the right leg. Let your hips sink forward, arms alongside of the ears here. Push into the front leg. Keep the stability in the core as you straighten the left leg. Inhale, rebend. Try it one more time. Pull the belly in. Keep the engagement as you straighten the left leg. Exhale, release. Very nice. Wiggle the foot to the right side of your mat into your pigeon pose. Right leg straight forward with your chest. Maybe you wiggle from side to side. And then sink onto your forearms or all the way down into your sleeping pigeon variation. With your inhale, you slowly come back up. Use the hands as support to free your left leg. Maybe shake it out. And then find back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, walk your feet to the front and come all the way sitting down onto your mat. We do one more active exercise. Bring the hands facing outward, but next to the hips. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale like a swing. Keep the butt lifted. Push into the feet. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, swing it through. Push into the hands, hollow the body, pull the toes close. 2 more like this. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, push it back. Stay a moment in your reverse tabletop position. Lift the right leg forward in one line with your knee. Try the other side. Lift. Keep the hips up. Exhale, release. Shift the hips back. Keep the butt lifted. Try to lift the right leg. Try the other side, left leg lifts. And exhale, release, sitting back down. Make yourself comfortable on your mat. Arms lift. Exhale, lean forward into your Paschimottanasana. Any variation that feels good. Do you need to bend your legs? Or do you feel comfortable here? Five deep breaths. Come back to your intention. Find the pose from inside out. What do you need to adjust to feel steady and comfortable here? Inhale, reach back up. Come back up all the way to sitting. Open the legs out wide. Shift your hips a little bit from side to side to loosen up the inner groin. You can keep sitting up straight. Make sure the knees are facing up. Or you can walk yourself a little bit forward, but keep the length in your back. Maybe if you're more flexible, you can come all the way back forward. What feels good? Do you need to place something underneath your glutes to sit a little higher? Inhale, come back up. Because we forgot the side bend on one side, we just do it again. Bring the right arm inside, left arm over your head. Use the arm to push your rib cage open. Breathe for 3 times. Inhale, lift back up. Let's do the other side. Left arm inside, right arm up. Use the arm to push the rib cage open. Very nice. Come back up. Take the hands underneath the knees. Guide the knees together, soles of the feet together. Take your hands outside of your feet, maybe your elbows come in front of your shins. Let your head just come forward. You can keep the back rounded this time. Inhale, lift back up. Come all the way, lying on your back. Pull the knees into your chest. Bring the arms out wide like a T. I'm gonna change my position here. And let the knees fall to the left side. Look over to the right, make sure both of your shoulders are still on the mat. Inhale, pull yourself back into your midline and change to the other side. Knees fall to the right, gaze changes to the left. Ground the shoulders. Allow the body to soften at the end of the practice. Inhale, lift back up to center. Give yourself a hug. Hug the front of the shins. Pull the nose to the knees. Take a deep inhale here. Hold your breath. Squeeze everything that you got. And exhale, release into your final resting pose. Shavasana, palms facing up, legs wide. Maybe take another deep inhale, and with your exhale, release.